Are you struggling to break the ice or dealing with, analysis paralysis? Well, today I'm going to give you 5 different conversation starters you can use for 5 different scenarios. Let's get started. All right, so this first one is called the stranger's introduction. This is great for a social gathering, a club, a meetup event, what have you, and you are a stranger, hence the name, the stranger's introduction, and you're meeting somebody that you don't know. This is what you say. Hey, I don't believe we've met yet. I'm Payam. Nice to meet you. Now let me break this down. When you stick out your hand to offer a handshake, what I would suggest is you stick out your hand, you turn it about 45 degrees, letting the other person know that you are initiating and trying to make contact with them. In addition, you want to have sort of like a medium smirk. Think of the smirky face emoji on the iPhone, that face. Think of that when you go to actually look at the person. So let me do an instant replay. You would basically do something like this. Hey, I don't believe we've met yet. I'm Payam. Nice to meet you. And then you smirk, okay? You gotta be proactive with this technique, but it's an easy way that you can follow and not get overwhelmed with, oh my God, how do I start this conversation? I don't even know so-and-so, I don't know them. Just go get to know them. I don't believe we've met yet. It's just a very classy move. In addition to that, most people are going to be highly receptive of that approach because you're not trying to be funny, you're not trying to force the conversation, you're stating something that's purely objective, and you're getting to know each other, which is a great first impression. All right, that's the first one. All right, the second one is called the memory refresh. This is great for when you are at a gathering and you see somebody, you know that you've met them before, but you just can't recall their name or where you've met them or what was going on at the time. So you have 2 options. Option 1, stay in anxiety mode. Oh my God, what's their name? I forgot. Or option 2, remind yourself that you're a human being and everybody has had this happen to them at some point or another in their life. So here's what you say. Hey, I know we've met before, but I'm sorry, can you remind me of your name again? That's right, I'm Payam. Nice to meet you. So again, you see the hand, 45 degrees, palm up. I'm admitting that I know I've seen you somewhere, and I'm also alluding to the fact that I'm not the best with names. Another option is to kind of use an index finger like such. Hey, I know we've met before, but I'm sorry, I don't remember your name. What was it? Jason, Payam, nice to meet you. So you're adding in the index finger as sort of you're thinking about something. You're like, I know we've met before. So you just hold the index finger up, shake it a couple times, back and forth. You don't need to make it too extravagant. You're just communicating to the other person that you are processing, you're thinking about it. So many people I know say, I'm not the best with names, or I'm not the best with faces, or vice versa. So it's very common terminology, and you'll find that most people are going to be highly receptive to that type of approach because you're just being authentic. That is the memory refresh. All right, this third one is called the gracious sidestep. It's for situations where you see someone that you don't like. You're not their biggest fan. Maybe you guys had drama before, what have you, but you want to be classy and cordial. All you say is this. Hey, how you doing? And then you go on. You walk to the next group. That is all you need to do. Obviously, if this is somebody you knew for 33 years and you guys used to be really tight and that, blah, blah, blah. Maybe you give a hug. Maybe you give a handshake. Maybe you add a little bit of, how's the family doing? How's the friends doing? Everybody good? Cool. And then you stroll along. But if it's something where it's like, you don't really know the person very well, you've seen them a couple times, you just heard they're talking shit about you, but you don't really have any deeper connection with this person, you just need to say, hey, how you doing? And you carry along. That is it. You just want to be neutral and respectful. Hey, by the way, if you're enjoying this style of advice, make sure to hit that red subscribe button so you can be notified when I push out similar content just like this. Otherwise, let's go to the 4th scenario. All right, this 4th one is for when you're at a bookstore. And what's great about this approach too is, unlike the first 3 approaches that were more friendly, I want to say, this could be either for somebody that you feel some attraction towards, or you just see them as a friend or an acquaintance or what have you, okay? This is called the bookworm banter. All you need to say is this. Read any good books lately? Notice how I skipped hello. Just read any good books lately? Saying hello sometimes is awkward. It's kind of a counterintuitive approach, but believe it or not, you don't always need to say hello. I know they taught us this in like 2nd grade, but they're wrong. So you ask, read any good books lately? Then you kind of look at your books and you kind of look at them and you strike up the conversation. You don't want to just say, read any good books lately? and just make eye contact like a deer, you kind of pivot back and forth about 50%. Let me show you a real-time example of how this would look. So again, you're this person I want to talk to, I'm me. I would just say something like, reading any good books lately? Oh, that one? Nice. Yeah, no, I thought about getting that one. I read this one. It's pretty good, but I'm just in the hunt for something a little bit more non-fiction-y. Any good recommendations? I saw this one, but that's really not my style, and I thought maybe I'd just ask you. That's it, simple. Are you noticing how 50% of the dialogue, I'm looking at them, you, and I'm looking at the books? That's what really helps to not make the conversation awkward. What makes it awkward is you making dead eye contact with them, maybe even forcing the conversation, saying a strange hello, and not looking anywhere else. So just think 50% at the books, 50% at the person. That is the bookworm banter. Okay, finally, this last one is called the charm opener. This is great for when you find somebody that you are attracted to, but maybe you have limited time. This is all you need to say. Hey, I'm sorry, I saw you when you were walking by and I thought you were really cute and I just had to come say hello. How's your day going? That's it. Simple, direct, honest. Believe it or not, that is what works, because you're not trying to be a player. You're not trying to, show off. You're not doing anything that comes off as inauthentic. Now, if you're watching this video, you probably are somebody that wants to be authentic. So that's why it's best to be direct and honest in your approach. Now, let me break this down a little bit. You'll notice that when I said it, I kind of laughed in the beginning. Why? Because it's good to be lighthearted and personable. You want to be easygoing. Hey, I know this sounds kind of crazy. I saw you when you were sitting down. Yeah, I thought you were really beautiful. I just had to come say hello. Comes off easy. If I weren't to laugh and I just said, hey, I saw you when you were sitting down and I thought you were really cute, it's too military. You don't want to be military. You want to be soft, personable, and easygoing, right? Laughing does that, especially laughing at yourself or laughing at the situation. In addition, just like the bookworm banter, do your best to not come and approach them face to face. Come from the side, where it's a little bit more secure and safe for them. This is big time, all right? It just communicates that you understand humans. All right, that is the fifth one, the charm opener. Now with all 5 of these, I highly recommend you start practicing at a grocery store with the cashier if this is a new world for you. That's a good place to start warming up your skills. If you're really shy, introverted, or just feel like you come off awkward, practice at the grocery store where they are getting paid to be nice to you, okay? Otherwise, if you want an ebook to follow along and maybe to practice and something to refer to, I have one called 5 Habits of the Best Conversationalists. The link is in the description. Otherwise, if you want to take things to the next level, I have another video for you will really like. It's called 10 Steps to Shine any social situation. You can watch it right here. And yeah, if you're new to the channel, let me know if you have any other questions. Subscribe. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy. Bye-bye.